sa enwumako ene afoforo enkae na aka bom aso yasne aye de prem to breakfast boy ebrem na kasebo no de bedi mu akotini bi enie na nadu dan kwakufa drakasa ede atso eye bedwa wonum ehwetleti o mai process adwumako anim se ni die mada womon hwe na womon support IGP se be ya obetumi aboa ama process adwumako no etumi edimu ye pa ewo omanji emo African Union be my enkabom ko no meche ECOWAS for no womo ebie won workshop ano ewo enkra hase Eiche na bronya ba enunti akuafo a wonum eye ntakramo poultry farmers no wonum ede ato aban enim se won hwe en support wonum kakra Afghanistan for so binum Asia woto atodwen ede afọ wonum edache ho abusanfo wei ene ensem bia ebi eka na editie na edihwe ene aso ne sokogia yede ebremu ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka janhye midin ede Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa me anam de prem to reka sebono ebremu afei kasebono emu ensam enie Nana adodankwa ekufua dogana mampanyi akasa ede atubedwa ehwe esenetin process adwumako no esenetin wonom mechira governing council no se eni die mada womon hwe na emmoa bi esefata no womon fantai omai protest ni IGP achise de beya obetuma ye na adwuma ye ama process adwumako no etumi SCP esita edimu na bibia so akoyie
Omampanyi nana adodankwa akufuado adesrede wi no na wode to Ghana fo nyina anim se yemmo IGP na chidom passe de be obetumi aye adwumaden ewo oman Ghana mu na wode sansem wo nyina to dwa wabra wo mo ede governing council fo a wo mo eba bebo Ghana police service fo achidom no wo mo ede omadwuma ehye wo mo ensa na eno omampanyi ede eto dwa se aban ebeye na fam de bia ede akade a ese na fata ama Ghana police service fo se de be ya wo betumi aye omadwuma ayi na abe ya IGP so aba owo pepa so obeboa ama bambo ho nsem adimu ewo man Ghana mu idie obebo wo mo achidom pa aboa ama mo atumi ayesa adwuma no eyie na owo gidie mapapa ewo members a wo council nimu se wo mbeboa ama kabima minka bi adimu ewo oman Ghana mu na afei so bambo ho nsem atumi awie peye se de be ya yentietia Ghana ni bia fa hodie so.
I urge you to execute your mandate for the benefit of the Ghanaian people and focus on policies which will promote the well-being of personnel of the service and help develop it into the service we all want: professional, disciplined, committed to service with integrity. Government is determined to give whatever support is required to ensure that you succeed, to help guarantee that we have a police service that the people of Ghana deserve. As is public knowledge, the Akufo-Addo government has provided arguably the largest logistical support to the police service in its history. Recruitment of additional personnel to beef up the manpower base of the service to the tune of 4,000 new recruits is currently ongoing. We have also put in place far-reaching measures to improve the quality of the police service and the welfare of police personnel, and we will continue to do more in the coming years.
Enu achi ena omampani abediachiri His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumianso a wono ena ye chairperson Emma Police Council ede babetu dwase wone ne members no wo mu be ye adwumaden pa se de be ya Ghana Police Service no se eba abibrem hase ya wo mu ebe ye police adwumaku a wo mu eba wo mu homoden pa ewo abibrem hase.
Your Excellency, we are fully aware of the arduous task in a world of increasing complexity and accelerating change, and wish to assure Your Excellency and the good people of Ghana that we will work hard to leverage the image of the Ghana Police Service into an excellent status in line with the vision and mission of its transformation agenda. We will roll out the requisite strategic interventions to enable the police administration deliver on its core mandate of maintaining law and order.
Eno echinana dankwa kufuadwa to aso edito Ghana Armed Forces Governing Council enim se wonom emmoa no sebeye na neni suade huna owo edema asrafo adwuma no enu so betumi abemu.
Article 214 of the Constitution mandates the Armed Forces Council, amongst others, to advise the President on matters of policy relating to defense and strategy, including the role of the armed forces, military budgeting and finance, administration, and the promotion of officers above the rank of Lieutenant Colonel or its equivalent. With the prior approval of the President, the Council may make regulations for the efficient performance of its functions, the control and administration of the armed forces, and the conditions of service of officers relating to enrollment, salaries, pensions, gratuities, and other allowances of officers, men and women of each service. It is thus for good reason that the Constitution, in detailing the persons who make up the Council, named the Vice President as chair, the Ministers of Defense, Foreign Affairs, Interior, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Service Chiefs, and the Senior Warrant Officer in the Armed Forces as ex officio members of the Council. This is because of their expertise, knowledge, and accomplishments in the areas of concern under the jurisdiction of the armed forces. As the newly constituted Council, and in accordance with Article 213, the Ghanaian people, and indeed the officers, men and women of the armed forces, demand that you protect their interests. My vision for the armed forces is aptly summarized by this quote attributed to the legendary British Field Marshal Bernard Law Montgomery, one of the most inspirational commanders of the Second World War. He said, and it is worth quoting him, "The soldier who is well provided for, who is not disturbed by petty and unnecessary inconveniences, who knows that everything possible is being done for him, who is well clothed and well fed, is a contented soldier," unquote. Achieving such a state for the officers, men and women of the armed forces will remain the focus of my government, and I urge you to help in the realization of this vision.
Your Excellency, despite the gains we have made in the last 4 years, we need to accomplish a few more important goals as a result of ongoing threats in the sub-region. First and foremost, the Sahel and jihadist issues leading to cross-border crimes and terrorist infiltration through the northern borders of the country is an important issue we have to deal with. I am aware of the efforts towards the establishment of the forward operating bases at the northern sector to enforce strict security. We shall support government to execute this laudable project as our key priority. Secondly, we need to continue to partner with other strategic bodies in order to minimize the issues of piracy within the Gulf of Guinea. We shall continue to work in fulfilling our promises to create a safe environment for everyone in our structure.
Abibimai enkabom ko a otwane tewa efrene ECOWAS wodma bie won workshop ano ewo enkrahase
biase ekonanim se wo nya mpuntu ade bia wo bekakire na de baako a ha mpuntu ene basabasa entokwa se ntokwa no wo oman no ankasa mu anase amahofo mienu na eko ebia no esaya daje esesika ese bibia na ntokwa nso enema ekofa ntokwa ba no odwi no ya horo mienu na edikan ye unemployment adwuma ni homa meburu yesi obronsam amra openipa woni nya hwe no wode waye adwuma wode wadi nsamone enti se oma no wo hona wa onhwe na adwuma ma wo man na wo mrantie no enya adwuma anya eye one of the sources etade basabasa ma oman no na adwuma beba oman mu no ebi firi yesuku ko no eti akora no ntete no ese wo mane yese akora na nkasa nso betimi a peduma mane ho say no beni friend say entrepreneurship skills.
AU actually adopted a roadmap on silencing the guns. It contains all the various mechanisms that should be implemented in Africa to avoid conflict, or if conflicts occur, to prevent them, and if they are existing, to manage those conflicts. That was the rationale for adopting the AU Master Roadmap on silencing the guns, to prevent conflict, manage conflict, and then, of course, forge a way of resolving those conflicts.
Yenya nintia se ahohwo a wonum enye Ghana man adehye dodo no a enenam kwamboni so babewra eye apuoye mantam na no na apuoye mantam so afo a woni onunya for Seth Kwame Echampon de atodwa se e so man yi bibi efa ho animanimu ya
Pani ya de sansem we nyina to dwa wabra governing council for womo ene Ghana immigration service for a meeting bi ewo apoye mantam na ho na regional minister honorable Seth Kwame Echampon de ba beto asoye no adimu se enipa bebre efa kwati kwan so bepie mu ewo apoye mantam a womo emfiri oman yi mu a womo eye foreign nationals a womo firi aman ahodo atwa ye ho ahia yi so na bebre no akra na enye adwen papo eno mu de bepie mu ewo ho ebi mu eye frosters a womo bu amanfo bukata ewo ho ebi nu bebokro no chese criminal motives ayo mudeba enkotam ho no emuakra emma ndwie enkoso ewo apoye mantamu enu nti no wobesre immigration service for say wo mo anyire bambo mu ewo boda no so se ebe ya ebeboa na obi biara oni tumi krata bia no wantumi ama mewura mu ewo apoye mantamu.
Is the threat of migrants from our neighboring countries because of the ECOWAS protocols. You are not able to just repatriate people immediately when they arrive on your grounds. You have to go through the necessary protocols. These are the major operational challenges we face. I speak as the chairperson for the Regional Security Council, and so periodically in our meetings you realize that this is the challenge of our region. Particular mention in a notorious entity called QNet is one of the companies that is really giving us a major worry in our region, always bringing into the region numbers and numbers of foreign nationals who have no identity that you can trace or track them with. And I believe that it is good for me to share this here so that you carry this on board as you work in the holistic management of our relationship with our neighbors in your scheme. I will further encourage the management to look into our current threats of cyber, which has become a major worry for the security sector in our country. And I dare say that in as much as we do our daily chores, let us not forget of the new threats that comes our way. And let's make sure we do much more in bringing that. Most of the people that you are chasing out of the regional capital are finding their way because we are the next door, and they come in and hide in accommodations which are not so much visible in prime urban areas and in the peripheries. And so these are a major challenge and concern to us.
Awusanfo ye kwa ahoma no so ye ne yensem twoni Salingiza abo komokakra na enya ne ntie sese wokọ eye Cape Coast mikire ogwa Metro Mass wo mo buses na wo mo ahyen no dodo no a ese edoso pa beburu 70 kura e na access basa rehuo mu na chese sisi wosa ensuo to a ehwe no ewie bo a ehye no a chese wo yakwa ya hometesem na yesi bese edu 10 pe na nam kwan so a eye adwuma wei emeto de bia naka ho ye den papa asemi Salingiza yensem twoni waduadue pictures no bi kura na etwagu no owa ahoma so Sali so oti menka apram to breka sebosu ni ma he
Daniel Ominyaba.
Boy mwe.
Yo, medas. Senya usi edit studio no sa pepe na Afia. Oba aye Cape Coast Metro Mass Transit wa happy. Bus Adutwumwaa na ya dia e break it down. So call aye omo yard ni mu a ebi wo ho na wo hwe so a enye yard mu nko a na ebi wo hwe yard na ti ho a yard e ho mo so bebre na asai a egu ho a wo say bebre na mpo tumi so mo cars engine ne nyama ni na omo titu ni nyina estimu a omo de ko ebiom so hwe bas cinema de asase na esi wono so wo hwe mu so a eye ekunje esimu nyina so ade ono so mo tuni nyina efimu a omode ko ne de ye tumi ntani pa kra bebe tutu tanyama ne de ko na mo no enya de obehu se eye akunya na ate eye engines ni bi ewo cars ni mu a esisi ewo yard ni mu ebiom so no bitanso ehu se eye cars ni bi no a omode ye adwuma no anase ekọ kwanso no ebinom so asai a me ne wo kapei eno so ewo garage ono so omo ye hu eyi na senia usi ekan ese sisi abasus beye 10 na isi ewo eye metro mass transit wo ke cross starting na ye adwuma ne de eni de metimi akase sa akase tenese esan se ene krampo me koye ne se cars be miensa ana anan na me ko hu ha abra me du won na mienu etu na afiansa na baako so eba besi ho nti so ba eye metro mass transit ewo ke cross na buses adu obi draw na de meka se ebe over 70 na asaya egu eye metro mass transit ewo ke cross omo yard ni mu asia yehu senia omusi mo ye no na me bomode ye san ka me ni mpenimfo ni bisu ebe twetwe komo afa ho na mo nti ya menya no se peninya ngasa na ada eye metro mass transit no ewo keko sate no enya dia o sia se menya ne dia bia de se bia next week nti se me no ka se dia me ntimi so enya peni bia ene na nkasa nti se wunya menya ba obisa sei ena atie ewo eye keko metro mass transit
Sally, udi wasu tu from na nyambia de access wo mu no ebi ni Ghana ha na ho aye de omunya binto
ena de mi bisa ena na papa bia me ko hu no ho ono na me ko bisa no na o tre me se oni de ontime nka bia amfa wo na mo de obetimi aka chem ne se de ma bebe hu no sa pepe na afie ya de attack ne ebi mu asai omo ye ni yie omo de ko friends en kwanso omo san so de ba ye na san sai yen na je se ya de ebi mu asai omo aye omo abomodin aye cars no hu adwuma na emom no tunu se entumi anche ewo garage wa na se yard wo nti ono de obetimi a chem ne se ebia omonye bi nta na so omonye benye bi atode ende je se peni na nkasa eda eye metro mass transit ewo kekuta no ono obetimi eyi sa ensam na no e dia mayen
Sally mo eno amanebo
that's it
abusa for yensem choni salingiza amanebo eno de akogonu na okasa edi free Cape Coast ogwa yeto akase bono eso wabie banchi adwumakuo cassava processing factory kase baako ewo German North eno ewo Bono Mantamu enam so ama German North mrahye bedwani wakoye amamre ede bia no
ye ha ye adwuma ye kase ye cashew adwuma ene ti cashew no afimu no sika kakra kwiafo ni nya no eno na omudi akosi se afifufuro behia endi se afi no ehia na kakra obenya no odi na ewie pe na ohwe kwan fufuro se obenya bi wanya bi a na dwen ye ne se so free akopa adwuma ewo baabi ba na yanya machine ewo hai megidi se ye cashew no ho adwuma no na ye banchi no so eho adwuma endi cashew sankura nipa no kwa afuom na otu banchi onya bag mienu miensa na odi ba omo ayechi gale no ebeto banchi no na omo so e de aye omo adwuma eba ne sa mabru no bebre na betumi di omo ho age banchi dua no se ne be ya omo so ebenya bibi adi ti me giri sa ade ya ba eye ne gisem a ebema me mabru no e wo jamra ene ne mpotem so ebenya adwuma foforo aye apart from cashew adwuma na.
We want to tell the people that the pastures here in Ghana are greener. They're actually thinking, and also to help them appreciate and make use of the opportunities that are available here on the ground. From this very project here at Jamra, we have so far 70 beneficiaries, but this is part of a bigger initiative that is funded by the German Development Corporation in Ghana and implemented by GIZ together with in IOM, and we have in total 8 community-based projects here, and we've already created over 500 jobs through those community-based reintegration projects. The idea is to engage the community and start a discussion process, right? So that we come with the offer that we can provide some economic inputs and ask the community to discuss what they would want to do with this input.
Best banch no attempts no ye nyato for enti mu nyato for enti no bi o egu ha na asay tini say enti no ya attempts ye gali enti gala adwuma no bi ho ye sam say any machine a e de be ye ebeboa ye enti attempts ye bre bebre enti first no de ukochu e de ba wo sensene wo kura na wakwa akochi na ape machine bi o machine ye ba ko enti bi o kura wunya ne da de no na ye na de ma ho say e bia abeye akwanya akese ama yese enne NGO so ayese di sa machine se ayede abreya enne ye betimi asinsiri banchi na ayam asin achi munsuo asin ayede asin achi se be aye hawo ne ye kwada na ye bre no nso subede ebeti dan no amudi abesi ho no ye da mo asi se mo adwene ye aka ye se ye so ye ho awukire mu a mo beboa ye nti yesra nyame nhyira egusu mane nkwaso maye mamuso munya anwodre ensane mbeboa ye biom.
Prosi panyabe di achire ewo Central East Mantam emu michire ACP Oduro Amenin. Wakasa di ato adehia womo ewo kasoa ene aban enim se ni die manda womo emmoa Central East prosi fo mo munya akade enkuntia eye ewudifo akromfo nsamonefo ewo kasoa ene nimpotemu.
Kasoa ni gomoa ewo mfimfiri mantemu ni yeka baabi a ne bondefo sam etai kwaso paade ho no mo eka ho biomaji onokwa ede aka wondi ho we ne nam so ama ACP Oduro Amani a oyo panyipa be de akire ohwe posifo so ewo Central East no wo mfimfiri mantemu ede atodwa asrese yemmoa aban na yenhwe emmoa posifo ne yentimi enku entia ne bondefo sam wase eba bambo a eyi wonsum wode nsemwe atudwa ebra awutu senya East mashibedwani onmonyafo Mavis awakumsin edicars na afensu no motorbikes ahodo ekoche posifo.
Security is a shared responsibility. First no nanka kaso higher division but say nyamiadom ahanuma ba beye Central East region entino you could see say ye hia eniama bebre na ama region no edimu se mo behwe a enka ne no nanka crime rate no ewo high then to say nyamiadom eguso ba form na ebetumi aba form a na gina menewu mienu so ejina menewu mienu so kire say security is a shared responsibility. Police ye ni baby a eyemo na mo wo mia bia enti se muhu obi na oye bibi enye muti bibi a enye munyi yasutre na muyi yasutre pe ye betumirika edru ho na di asumdwa aba esise yehu se emre bi atwam no edin bi no ana edaka aso no negatively no momme yemmoa ni enyin free ho na meye positive se sabre unya ti se ye bo ka aso adin a na ye ade papa na ye bo afa ka aso adin ho nemum enya de bone bio
na onimonyafo Mavis awakumsin a wo ye osoafo hwensumunam ene afarefo so ekasa kire mu se obe na afamu de ede aboa bambofo
ba ebe koso aya ya afamu de timi hyembo se ne ebetumi aye bia no ye beye na emede se ya nya region ewo ye patemu ha eti ama megidi se crime rate no eba fom entumi nya prekope sanse penyifo se wo fiti preko na wo ti usia moja na eba eti so mo piti preko ka so mo atwa so anete se aboniyefo na akope bebi ahye et kakra o metu o mo so sa mi wogidie wo me penyifo yi a omo ni mi eye adwuma na mo abebre ne ade ama se na medi kan ye no enenso ya samba district 4 edi omo be sade atomanim division 4 di omo be sade atomanim na me tumi nya ni na so preko ntia kakra enenya me adom ya bei na achede ni bi na ye di eba.
Awuzafo yetwa kasie bono eso na elembele mrasibedwani awoni ononyamfo ama kofibua akasa de ato ni DC awoni ononyamfo kwasi bonzo nim se woni ne nkamum enya dwuma na galamsefo omuntu omososa.
Let's honestly and truly fight galamsey. The first commitment that I want to see the DCE do is that all the pits that has been created as a result of illegal mining in our district, let the assembly support and take leadership for us to basically make sure we fill it. And then make a commitment that illegal mining, galamsey that destroys water bodies and destroy our environment is something that we will stand up and fight against. That the experience of what we had seen in the last 4 years and the story of Nkrofo Agriculture Secondary School, a school we all attended, is just one of the stories there that will never happen again. I want to assure you, you will have my 100% support in that regard. And let me tell the people of Elembele, we have legal processes involved in mining. Please, let's protect our environment and our water bodies. And I am so passionate about the systems we have. Our democracy must work. And that's why I will support him 100% to succeed. It is now time for us to collectively come together as one people, fighting for the development of our district, to basically work together to ensure the development of Elembele. Even one of the things I've said, there are a lot of very clear examples of collaborations I had with the DCA. You know, how he will, for example, request something in Accra, call me, please follow up on this for me. And I'll spend my time and make sure. And when it comes, I mean, we can say the people of Elembele were better for it. This is what this is about. And I want to assure the assembly members, this is not a time for any division. This is a time for unity. It's time for Elembele, for us to develop together.
Esika do mahene a wone nana kwabnan keti otoso enum ede ato National Pension Regulatory Authority for anim say wonjumadi anyina mu no wonhwe ema emu ena ho fan.
Nana kwabna nketi otoso enum ye oye paramount chief ema Esikado traditional area e de futuo wi ema National Pensions Regulatory Authority for se wo mo enye o madwuma ye e wo man Ghana mu efise wo mo ena empanimfo a wo mo adu o mo mfie so ya o musika e wo mo ho no mo etoto niema ema o mo se de be ya o mabrabo edi mu enu ntino eniema hoduo bi a ema adwumakuo no emfa ne tomampa emfra no wo mo entwe wo mo ho emfiri hu na saa 1 week we o mo de asi ho no mo boda wuru se de be ya timamfo no ebetimi di o mo ho ahye pension schemes ahodo a ewo oman Ghana mu na esan ekire wo mo se wo mo emodawuro no eyie se de be ya wo mo customers nyina no ehun hyehye ye nyina no wo mo behu na kwan yese se wo mtundi sika no so eto ho no wo mo beti asiye na daachi ankwa mabia no wo mo atedwumadie no a wo mo ye no asiye
sia obiara rekana sama na yakan yatsen kesoni abazi corruption yanyi nyumbia yato no Ghana kesede corruption. And so one a juma worry say I'm the Bama and say Dam Kankan on Biano one, my mom bumpo. As on Caban, no to the BPR 1 days, 1 more year whole Mobiara who there. As a ye, Obiana at you. And before the Mapia was a chair, or in a say echo, I him fairness as a what time as a performer. Now saying that what you walk on with you, I can fibia in you. Ye chama yisi echa yensem no daisy as our bear in sakakra was ba ma yempefo aye oho da homo biara hu no ya na ntase obiara ye bibi we chi wo sumasem bia na hu da ekani nyi hu nti was yo ma ekanan todo
Enwachi ena Mr. Stanley Ogbo ya ono ena ye zonal head ema NPRE editor timamufo enim sese obi epese oyensi achi ba bia ontwa nani emehwe NPRE na womo ewo hyehye papa ema wo mu nyina
wusika no watchman fo anan na worhwedo na watchman fo anan na kroye corporate trustee no ono na ohwe wusika no do onye na nkoti na oye adwuma onye obi o friend fund manager otunufo de wusike yemfansha ha na yewo fund custodian oye bank dem nkrofo ba se hia waaye watchman na wo hwe wusika ndo na ehen NPRA ye chief watchman ye hwe watchman fo ba se ne hia do na wusika ne hia aka do na chram Ghana ha sika bibia wodi sika sha watchman fo wayanan ibinyi ha enti hende ne sonko hende ne so no oye fo wonda ma sisi ahonde ne wo ho a ebotumi edi akona aba na ebodru bibia na ahonde ne nyi ho
Ababeto dwasem potamu memwo no wonom edi motorbike bi akoche assembly members a womo adanse north mensinim wasantemantamu na no na assembly members no ede to ahwe no anim se okon no enye motorbike ku womo chese omu hia adepa
me umintimi ride moto enti ebe den se akoni abadie ni nti ode man se ede bebo adwuma no me ebe den because mintimi yusu tini expect se bi ankaka ketewa bi kura na eno de nke ebetime yusu na moto yi de.
Oh, there be expectation there. Now in say, my matters be the ingates say we want the car. And we hear there. You who in any say there. You be nya car nkiti bi na so yet media di dwuma kakra ewo ho. Anu nti ne yes rab my say your policy be no almost omode eba. Omo the fund be bebre electoral area no. Na some members say dwuma di nkita no ye there. So we implement it. Nti yes rab my say omu implement sa policy no the ba betimi support assembly members am ye adwuma ye na underground no nso atimi ayi nyame anim ni moto ya yensa kan efa bia ye de efa bi nso ye na sentini say dodo eja assembly members nyina de beto dwane say afi de assembly member bia na assembly woman bia o assembly member bia benya ka tibi me bai minim say be ka ki ba be moto eye de order for nsem no de ma say ne say ebe bo madwuma no akoso iti di ensaka no ebefa ne saa ba moto de aben no eye ebetimi aboa me yetimi akoye mpasua ne so akɔhwehwɛ niema bizisi ho no ne ade nyina ebeboa yi na emum na kanye wi na keyepe ni nya kai no mum ana keyepe adanse north district enya moto no 24 sa mesre no abo members say yehwɛ ne yie moto twie no ya na nsɛm bebre wo ho na mesre mo bia nkonkoton ne de omode be di dwuma wo mo so mpasua no so na atimi aso mo manfo yie if say yen district mu no yo wo nkro ne bi o mo wo yen nkro nketo mu ya kwan sam ne na asefo sensuo tutui ya na ehun sam ye bebre disabled obi abetima di akoniaba kama say de be ya wo frɛ no so umra subcommittee meeting say general meeting or whatever obetimi akaka no ho na obetimi abantem na nkoba se opeka wonyaka nti na wa mantem ana wa elite nti eno ni adinti ama yede ma wo
land gas for ashasie etu anwea ewo enkrofo nsase so titu akuafo nsase so ewo duayeden eno ewo upper west achievements ni mu enam so ama kira wamko akro mutimi tutu atuo wa ye bema kokoye adwuma wo asase so yi wei ama akuafo dodo no asuro ne yemhihye nti wo muntimi nkɔ afom enkoye adwuma
duayeden yekuruwa ehye upper west achievements no ase wo apue mantamu na adwuma nipa yiye pa yekuya niema nipa yidua ibi ne aburo kube na afei banche ne cabbage ne niema ahoro bebre ya ekeka ho na eyi na wode atugase wonga etunwian yade a wose wonsa ase pa ye na bera UTV nsentworo futu a na monko nsrahwe wo saa kuro no mu no yekohunsi ampa asase yantambe se abasa bebre ya nipa yi ayekuya yi wo so onga do ni nyina agu atu enwia no kɔ wokyeremu mpo a kube na wodua ne yade aban no de ma won nanso nipa yi ado ni nyina eyi na akuafo ne UTV nsentworo fa akasa wode adesredere to aban enemuze wasere nara ontu hu na moma won enye sa won bere nyina ayokwa zanse mantemu a wote no ene kura wo mu no eye akuafo nkoa na 20 eye akuafo kuru adwuma woye ne nti se wo pasa ase na ni nwia na nwia beka wase no wode ye hwe ya enyeye nti aban beko wo moa
2015 mi wini this is best farmer premier kwasi awere na etini se ye akuafo ya wa na ku adwuma na ye ku adwuma so de wo be ya wa nya asase a wontimi ye na mritia bi me na him ya kan no nkrofo bi atu yan so sa eye boat ajiga wo friend na afriye ane ate ane dan kura de ohin no wo krum ane ba wo sora na anadwo nwa be falangard fo ane eda Pentecost eda wo friend eda tai oya soro wo ai kwasinya akwo adesu na ofi na obe ya soro wo kwasinya akwo na wo de langard fo abe cross yankwan obi nko obi ma wo de tuo ugwere hu a wo be kum na won be tu yensa se nyina ase se ba bi kura ya be do ya be didi kura be den ama
enu ya how kase ase wo kurum nti se mema wo kurum a wo da wona anajo na wonenam wuram wo suro se nkrofo ba wo fa nipa be ye 40 a won so kitakita ammunitions nti anya sa yehu se ne aye nti ya ma kurum hafo wani atan nti ya haw ne
asese ne se ba bia wo pa bia na wo de machine ani tuo akono akotu mi kube ani mi koko me banchi ni wan se ni na ntomokra nso wo afa wan se ni na contractor ni ndi adatai ofi adasu ana oya soro no wo kwasinya akon Pentecost eda na soro member kra nso ni me ne bosh wan be tu anwa ni nyina wa ha wo de tuo na ba nti se aba mo ayen ase ne kan de eyan ni brisa me so 2013 me na mi je farmers I was the best farmer or
I was for year ho abasesia.